Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bullpen. Yeah, he's back. In the Bullpen, my dear brother, my friend, Shelley Wynter, host of the Shelley Wynter Show, 95.5 WSB, and one of the best conservative talk radio personalities in the country, I would proclaim. I don't know if that's saying much, but you know. Shelley, good day.
Good day, my brother. Thank you for the compliment. From yes, you, sir. That means from you. That's a real compliment from you.
That's okay. But you are one of the best. You really are.
I appreciate.
You've been one of the best a long time, though. You really
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Flattery will get you nowhere in this debate today. Flattery will get you nowhere.
I don't know if it's going to be more of a debate as it is going to be an education for you. But we shall see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We shall see.
We are going to chop it up about Letitia James, Attorney General of New York. Donald Trump's current financial woes as it relates to the bond appeal here, or the money he needs to put up for the appeal bond. And I don't know what you presume about this stuff. I don't know what you know, and I don't want to dictate it. So you tell us, and then I will opine.
Well, I mean, I think it's very simple, to be honest with you, my brother. Okay. For a group of people who spent the last, 5, 6, 7 years telling me that the justice system was corrupt, the justice system was racist, the justice system was filled with white supremacy, to see what's going on here kind of leads me to believe it's one, not white supremacist, because you got a so-called racist that you guys call racist that's being hamstrung by a law that's no one's ever been charged with before in 75 years. One. Number two, a bond that's so obscene at $454 million as to just boggle the mind at how high it is that you're trying to break the man financially. But really what bothers me is to watch people scream a billionaire doesn't have $454 million, thinking that billionaires are walking around with $500,000 in cash in their pockets. You're in real estate. You know very well, that you will overinflate the value of something if going to the bank, because you know the bank very well is going to do its due diligence and come back and tell you, yes, it is true. You know it's true.
Not. No,
you know why I know it's true? You know why I know it's true? Because you know how many brothers, I'll tell you how I know it's true. You know how many brothers I know that flip properties? That's how I know it's true.
That's
how I know it's true. No. That's how I know it's true.
But you said
if you buy 20,000, you
allow me to respond to me,
yes,
brother.
Sir.
I can't.
No, you cutting me off.
Circle. No, what I'm doing is correcting.
It's the same circle.
I'm correcting you.
We're in Atlanta. It's the same circle.
Okay, if you want to snitch on some folk, you do that. But Papa no snitch. I'm going to.
It ain't illegal. Is my point. It ain't illegal.
It is illegal. It is illegal in this sense.
It is not.
Shelley, you want to allow me to explain it to you now, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So number one, if you are involved in a real estate transaction, commercial in particular, you get an inspector to the property. They will provide an absolute legal document that says this is the value based on evaluation. You typically have to pay that individual $5,000 or $10,000 given the square footage of said commercial property. So that's number one. So you don't artificially inflate. What Trump did, his organization, he bypassed that process and decided to make proclamations on his own, artificially inflating.
Because he's doing business with people. Hold on, let me finish. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was attempting to do in order to correct the record you submitted.
No, I didn't submit any record. I'm telling you that
what you submitted on record.
No, what I'm telling you that people, if you're doing business with a bank you've done business with before, they want to do business with you again. They have the money to lend you. You tell them the value that you think your property is worth. They come back and say, no, we think it's worth this. We'll lend you this. And then when you pay back that, and they say, "What do you need any more money to borrow, sir? Because you paid it back on time with interest." There's no victim here, and you know that, brother.
Let's go back.
I mean, this is a wild conversation to have, man.
Well, Shelley, you agreed to have it. The reality of it being illegal is when you artificially inflate assets in order to, and that's falsifying a business document, which is a misdemeanor, by the way. The falsification of a business document is a misdemeanor. Allow me to finish, brother. I actually didn't know the law. I'm not a lawyer yet, but I did graduate law school and I'm studying for the bar. All right, so just give me a second. Right. So the illegal part.
There's also common sense.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's common sense that you've been found guilty of defamation. Shut the hell up and stop defaming. That would be common sense too.
That's defaming. Calling a so let me ask you a question.
No, allow me to finish.
You
Shelley,
asked me to come on the show, and then you keep talking, man. Go ahead,
dear brother. I'm going to finish the comment, and then I'll let you respond. The part that makes it a felony potentially, because already falsification of a business document is a misdemeanor. The part that he's more concerned about is when you falsify a business document in order to obtain or to engage in another crime. That then makes the original crime a felony. So if you simply falsify the business document without any other underlying or permeation of crime attached, you don't get your felony status. But if you can show that you falsified the business document for the purpose of attempting to defraud or commit another crime, you now are in felony statutory lane. So that is the actual genesis of this debacle. And we'll get into the appellate bond in just a minute.
Can I talk? Okay, so let's understand this. This law is an arcane law in New York City.
Okay, but
no one, wow. Rashad Richey, Mr. The white supremacist law enforcement is so egregious, it's the law. Whatever, dog.
I mean, come on, man.
See, now you're gonna, okay, well, let me finish. So my point is, right, so my point is that here you have a situation where you have a law no one in New York City has ever been prosecuted for. New York City, by the way, New York City. You have the mob, you have all kinds of criminal behavior going on. I'm from there, I know what goes on down there. You can't build a building in New York City without breaking somebody off a bribe or envelope full of cash to even put cement in the ground. So to come to me and say it's the law, coming from you who says a cop pulls somebody over and to ask them for their license and all of a sudden that's the most racist thing in the world, but it's the law now when it comes to Trump. My point is, my brother, $450 million bond is outrageous. That's why no one's covering it. Chubb would cover it, but Chubb is already covering the 91 million.
Can you tell me the law?
The law what? The law that he's been charged with? You just explained it. You just explained it. And you also, hold on, John. I'm not gonna play this game with you.
I'm asking you a question, dear brother. You said that the law is arcane and has not been used ever in the history of New York. So can you explain the statute?
You just did. I don't know it. I'm not a lawyer. I did not go to graduate from law school that's taking the bar right now. But I do know, I'm able to tell you that this particular law, I don't know, sir. I don't know. The law that you just explained. Come on, man. I'm not gonna play. That's stupid. That's absolutely positively stupid.
No, I think it's stupid that you would cite something you know nothing of. That's stupid to me. But
so everybody that's on your page right now opining, as the word that you use, about this case. Hold on.
Specifically that it had never been used.
You just explained it. You just explained it to me.
Yes, you did. What the man was actually, what the man is actually afraid of. Which is making the misdemeanor go to a felony.
Why would it go to a felony? Why would it go to a felony?
If he utilized the falsified document in order to commit another crime. Keep up, Shelley.
Let me tell you the law. The law in New York says, as I understand it, the law in New York says that he has falsified documents to get a business loan from a bank that he paid back. That's what I understand it to be. I'm not a lawyer. I didn't graduate from law school. I'm not taking a bar. So you tell me the law that he broke, and you tell me who else has ever been charged with it.
Yep. So it's a civil statute fraud.
Tell me who else has been charged with it.
Sir,
don't waste the listeners' time with legal mumbo jumbo. Tell me who else is 75. Tell me who else.
Come on, Shelley. The bloviating won't help you, brother. I'm going to answer the question.
You started it. You're asking me a question about a law? Oh, Mr. Wynter, what's the law? What's the statute? Come on.
I'm going to.
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Well, I know.
Nobody knows.
I do.
But do you know who's been charged with it in 75 years?
Yes, I do.
Who?
Thousands of people have been charged with civil.
Who?
Sir.
Civil. This statute. Go ahead.
Just chill out, brother.
I'm sorry, bro. I'll wait. Yes, it is. It is, and I got March Madness behind me.
Okay, all right. So thousands of people have been charged with civil fraud, and that is what he was charged with. He was
this
charged
statute,
with basically.
This statute,
the statutory language of
this statute that you just asked me about. Come on, man. This is stupid.
Come on, man.
Now we're on a street corner with 40 ounces.
Come on, man.
Tell me the statute he's charged. Tell me the statute he's charged with. Thousands of people have been charged with civil fraud.
Yes.
This statute,
every year with civil fraud.
This statute that he was charged with, that is not true.
Okay, let's go.
That is not true. She reached back to a 75-year-old law to charge him with.
She utilized the power of the law, just like sometimes individuals utilize the power of the law in order to prosecute prosecute individuals that are
like when they pull people over for driving while black. But we're against that. But we'll find them.
We are against pulling people over for driving while black because there's no statute, dear brother. There's no statute that allows that.
There's a statute that says you didn't turn on your right.
But did you hear what I just said to you? You understand the difference, right? There's a statute. There's a statute that allows prosecution for civil fraud. There is no statute that allows a cop to pull over a person for being black.
But there is
one has a statutory connection. The other one does not. Do you understand the difference here?
I do understand the difference.
Okay,
so let me make my point. My point is, sir, you know, as a graduate of law school who's taking the bar right now, you know damn well that a $454 million bond can't be covered by any insurance company, whether he had the money or not. You also know a billionaire is not walking around with $500 million in his pocket in cash.
Well, that is net worth.
Hold on. Well, what you are, but I'm getting to your argument you're making.
That's not the argument.
I said I'm getting to the argument you're making. The argument that you're making is that because a law is on the books, it's absolutely okay to charge this person with that law. However, you will also tomorrow or an hour from now quote the great Martin Luther King, who said any unjust law is no law at all.
I don't believe it's an unjust law.
You don't believe it? You don't believe that it's, so let me explain. So you answered my question. You don't believe it's an unjust law.
No, I don't believe Donald Trump is being prosecuted unjustly, nor do I believe it's an unjust law in the way it has been applied. And typically laws in application are unjust after you get out of your Jim Crow era because of the application of the law itself.
So now, you're saying, so you're saying that if I borrow money, I say I have 3,500 square feet. I really have 3,000 square feet. I borrow $10,000 from Deutsche Bank. I give them back the 10,000 plus interest on time. Okay. They want to do they do want to do business with me again. They're looking to do business with me again. They're having meetings saying, how can we do business with him again?
Unfortunately, that's not what he's charged with. He's not charged with those things. He defrauded. He didn't pay debt back, and he also
he did pay the debt back.
Allow me, sir, please. Come on, man.
Come on, man,
brother. Do you even know? Have you read the case?
Yes, but do you know that he has paid the money back? You do know he's paid the money back.
He has not paid all the money back, and his own CFO. His chief financial officer testified to these things.
Deutsche Bank testified. They're the bank. They're the lender. They testified. He paid us back on time.
That's one lender, dear brother, in a sea of lenders, and the taxation was undervalued in order for him to rip off the government in taxation.
Wow. Now, so we pay all our taxes on fairness? Come on, man. Listen to you, brother.
You sound like.
Listen to you.
Come on, man. You started to sound like Sambo, man. Come on, brother.
No,
you got to stop, bro.
For real.
Listen to your damn self, sir. Okay, let's get to the appeal.
Let's pay the government all we owe. But you're saying let's pay the government all we owe the government.
You don't
Mr. Rashad Richey. No, I didn't say that. I'm saying, well, Mr. Rashad Richey.
Well, you defend Trump not paying taxes. Okay, whatever.
I defend anybody that tries to pay as little as taxes as possible legally.
Oh, that's all right. Well, it was deemed to be illegal. All right, so here's the thing. So now,
deemed to be illegal by two people.
Let's go to the appellate process.
This is crazy, man.
Okay, so you believe that the appeal bond is just too much money. You're not saying he should not have one. You're saying it's just excessive. Is that your argument?
Don't you think it's excessive, or no? You think it's perfectly fair to put a bond up? What I feel is unfair. I don't care if it's $1 billion. If I'm going to appeal my case, I believe that you should be allowed to not give up your bond money until your appeal is seen. I'm not in jail. It's not a jailable offense. He's not in jail. So what's the point in putting up the bond before my appeal goes through? Now you can give me all the statutes and everything. You can give me all the legal mumbo jumbo all you want.
I hope I can.
Hold on, let me finish. You can give me, of course you can. It's your show, but you can give me all the mumbo jumbo you want to. At the end of the day, we all know what's fair and not fair, especially as black people.
All right. So number one, the statute that you're talking about is a statute utilized obviously routinely in every single civil case in the state of New York. It only has become a question.
Not the statute he's been charged with.
No, sir. I'm not talking about, dear brother.
Oh, you're talking about the appeal statute?
That's correct.
Okay, go ahead.
The appellate statute is a normative statute that was codified into law, bipartisan statute. Nobody has really made a fuss about it. Obviously, individuals complain when they have to be the ones to put up the money, number one. Number two, there's a conflation here of truth and lie. Here's the truth. You have a right to an appeal. You have a constitutionally protected right to the appeal. What has happened, they have conflated the appeal and the money. The appeal is a right. He doesn't have to pay any money in order to appeal. That has been a misnomer in the narrative. His appeal is constitutionally protected. He can still appeal without paying a damn thing. What will happen is that he appeals, or he appeals through his attorney, and come Monday, Letitia James, Attorney General, has the authority, if another court, if the appellate court does not uphold the current request, has the authority to start seizing assets in lieu of the amount of money that must be paid. And it's not 100%, it's actually 120%, as we all know. But Trump does have.
So let me finish.
You explained it. Come on now. Now you interrupted me, now, brother. Come on.
But you don't want to divide it. I mean, you're going on and on.
But I haven't finished, brother. Come on, man.
My brother, go ahead.
This is why you're scared to let me on your show. Just wait till I get on your damn show. I promise.
Oh, you come on tonight. We can finish this tonight because I'll do what you
to yourself.
Oh, come on,
you don't want to do that to yourself.
Finish your conversation. Finish your conversation.
All right.
So you went through appeal. The appeal statute, right?
So the appeal is still allowable. His constitutional right has not been impeded whatsoever.
Nobody said it was.
The amount, yes, they have. That's not a lie. A lot of people have. Right? No, you haven't. You haven't. A lot of people are conflating the two.
Right.
Even Judge Pirro, a damn attorney on Fox News, said if he doesn't have the money, he can't appeal. What?
Right.
You're a whole damn attorney. You said
right.
That.
Right.
That's
ridiculous.
It was insane. So the reality is, it is excessive. The reality is, it is aggressive. The reality is, it is to the, as they say, fullest extent of the law. But here's why I have absolutely no grace, no mercy for this human being. What he said, the Central Park 5 committed murder.
I knew you were going
committed rape. Excuse me. What he said, allow me to finish.
Come on.
When he said the Central Park 5 committed rape, he wanted them to be murdered. He wanted them to be killed. And he put up billboards and he put up ads inside of papers. And then it was
one time.
Hey, listen, they did nothing wrong.
Right.
The government was wrong. He had an opportunity to say, you know what? And I'm wrong too. And I apologize. But he did not. He chose to still hold the narrative. Yes, sir, brother. You're going to get an opportunity to respond.
Please.
All right, just calm down.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Now, Donald Trump represents, in my opinion, one of those individuals who is so extreme in their rhetoric and criminality that you do have to be heavy-handed. Now, the law has been heavy-handed with other people before, and nobody made an issue about it, saying things like, we must make an example out of this person. We must make an example out of this kind of behavior.
I agree.
We must make an example out of this kind of crime.
I agree.
But when it comes to a rich billionaire named Donald Trump, when somebody says, now damn it, what he has done is so egregious, we must make an example, all of a sudden, the rules of prosecutorial discretion need not apply. I don't understand it, dear brother.
I don't either. So first of all, let's work backwards to the silliness I just heard.
Okay.
Working backwards, you're right. I hate to hear conservatives talk about a two-tiered system of justice. You and I both know, and any poor white man, any poor black man, any black man, Hispanic man knows there's always been a two-tiered system of justice. I hate when they say it. I hate when they say, oh, make an example of, just like you said. I agree with all of that you said. But understand this, I lived in New York. I was right there during the Central Park 5 case. Right during that time, there was a term and an action being done by mostly African-American and Hispanic young boys. I saw it with myself at the Diana Ross free concert in Central Park, right? Called Wilding, invented by the New York Magazine. No MAGA Trump Republican magazine at all. First of all. Second of all, most New Yorkers, white, didn't know, of course didn't know because they didn't do it, but believed those kids were guilty. Why? One, they confessed. Two, there was already a rampant amount of crime going on of young boys running through.
They did not confess.
Okay.
Legally, they did not confess.
Legally, they didn't confess because they were too young to confess.
But they were coerced, they were forced, and they were deprived of basic human rights.
Come on, sir.
No, brother, I'm providing truth, brother. Sir.
No,
I thought you would care about truth.
They all pointed to each other as the one who did it. So
they were manipulated and coerced and deprived of human rights.
That's fine, my friend. However you want to term it, they did it.
I term it in terms of truth.
Okay, fair enough. Your truth, my truth, whatever. I'm telling you what happened at that time.
Actual truth.
Sir, you're younger than me and you're not from New York. So let me tell you what happened.
And you still lying.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you, they all pointed to each other, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole with you. I'm going through what happened. So now you have a Donald Trump who is a rich businessman, built Central Park Woolman Rink, was a hero in New York City for the development and all the business that he was bringing. He runs an ad one time in 4 newspapers: the New York Times, the New York Post, the Newsday, and the Daily News. Daily News, a leftist newspaper, which carried the ad because they agreed with the ad. The New York Times, you know, the New York Times has always been a friend to black people. They ran the ad. The New York Post, right-leaning, ran the ad. My point is, it was one ad ran one time. Until Donald Trump ran for president, no one ever brought that ad up. You know why? No, that is not a lie. Let me finish.
That
you know
is
why?
A lie.
But I'm sorry. Jesse Jackson brought the ad up in the Amsterdam News. Bill Tatum, the editor of the Amsterdam News, brought it up
as well. But you're right. It was not.
It was not. Right. It wasn't. There wasn't this thing that is everyone points to as
Donald Trump wasn't in the news as being a political leader. He was always in the news. He was always in the news. Political
leader. No.
Come on, man.
Political leader. No. But always in the news.
We're already over time, brother.
No, we're not.
You got about 60 seconds to wrap up whatever the hell you're saying.
I'm telling you what happened. Now, let me lay out my case. The same New York City justice system that railroaded those young brothers is the same New York City justice system that's railroading him. Now, that's the checkmate, brother. You're defending a system that you're defending a system that you know is corrupt. You know it's corrupt.
Checkmate. Yeah, you win, Shelley. You won the debate with that.
Because you just made the point. Yeah, I'm out.
Drop mic, brother.
Peace.
All right, I appreciate
Deuces.
it. Thank
Deuces,
you,
my brother.
All right. Be good to yourself.
Yeah, be good to yours. You're gonna defend the same justice system you just blasted.
Shelley, it's
the same justice system.
Shelley,
no, I'm just telling you.
I have so much more I can respond and say to you, brother.
No, you out. You out. You dropped the mic.
I'm definitely going to invite you back. No, I dropped the mic.
You dropped the mic. No, I didn't drop the mic. You told me at 60 seconds.
You nailed it,
60 seconds.
You nailed that, Shelley.
You just defended the same justice system.
Everybody is wrong. Everybody is guilty except Donald Trump.
No,
I didn't say that. Victim here. He's a victim.
I didn't say that.
They ran those ads.
I said
they didn't have to run those ads.
I said the system was corrupt.
All right.
The system's corrupt.
I appreciate you.
I talked to you.
All right.
Come on tonight. Call in. I'll give you the number right now. I'll give you the number. I'll text you the number.
All right, text me the number, brother.
All right, peace. I'm texting you right now.
All right. Okay. What can I say? All right. What can I say? You got to laugh, not to cry.